All right, guys, so today's math is pretty simple. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at a number and we're going to be able to figure out what is like a third or a fifth of a number or an eighth of a number. We're also going to be able to kind of work a little bit backwards. When we think about it, we're kind of doing the beginning steps of being able to multiply fractions by a whole number. Now what we're going to do is, if you notice on your page, you have different pictures. You can draw your picture however you want. Okay, so first of all, we have a group of 9, and what they did was they split it into thirds. So I have group 1, group 2, and group 3. So if I look at 1/3 of 9, well, if I look at this one group of 9, 1/3 of 9, how many are there? There are 3. If I look at 2/3, so now I'm going to look at 2 of those groups, how many are there? Well, if you count them up, there are 6. And if you look here, if I'm looking at 3/3 of 9, all 3 groups, I have 9, okay? Same thing over here. So this picture kind of had the pictures being split vertically. These pictures are being split horizontally now. So I still have 15. I still have them split into groups of 3, and it says 1/3 of 15. So if I look at one group of 15, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I look at 2 groups of 15, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if I look at all 3 of those groups, how many do I have altogether? I have 15. Okay. Looking down here, if I count this, I actually have 20 of them. Okay. And when I have 20 of them, they grouped them into groups of 5 because that's what my denominator is. It's groups of 5. So if I look at 1/5 of 20, how much is in 1/5 of 20? Well, there's 4. Okay. Now, you've got to be careful because they're changing it up, because now they want me to look at 4. So they want me to look at these 4. How many are in 4 groups of the 5 of 20? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. And then if I look here, it says blank fifths of 20 is 20. So if I want to know how many groups do I have of 20, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 5 of 20 is going to give me 20. Okay. Down here, we have it a little bit different. So now I've got 24, and I've split them into groups, into 8 groups. And so I want to know how many is going to be in each group. So if I look at 1/8 of 24, I'm just going to look at one of them. I have 1, 2, 3. I'm going to look at 3/8 of 24. Well, I'm going to look at 3 groups. So if I have these 3 right now, I have 3, 6, 9. Okay. If I have, now I want to look at 4/8, 4 of them, I'm going to count 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay. If I have 6/8, so now I want to look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I want to look at 6/8. How many would I have? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Now I want to look at 7/8. How many is in 7/8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or we're counting by threes, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Okay. All we're doing, and they've already done the work for us, is we've taken a whole number of 24. We've decided we need to make 8 groups, and we need to figure out how many is going to be in each group. And then we can figure out, by looking at this, the fraction and how many would go in a certain amount of that fraction.